So we have with us Mr. Debasis, CHRO, Sriram Properties. So thank you so much for joining us, first of all. The first thing that I would like to know is, in a time of growing divides, what does inclusive leadership truly look like in practice, and how can HR embed it across all levels of an organization?
So when we talk about leadership, because it is fulfilling the aspirations of somebody, somebody may be the organization, somebody may be the investor, somebody may be the employees in a larger scope. So how, as a leader, I help the ecosystems to grow and sustain
Okay.
is the ultimate aim. And inclusivity is a part of that when we're trying to look at the perspective of how can I take it in a cohesive manner, in a collaborative manner, that talks about a lot of aspects in terms of a diversity facets, whether it is a gender, whether it is a skill set, whether it is a geographic, more often, how can I take people's diverse thought together to bring the meaning? So I think the inclusive leader need to be particularly looking at all those aspects when we're trying to look at which is important for the sustainability, which is important for the reputations of the organizations, and which is important to put the systems into an advantageous positions, because it has to be collaborative. It has to be taking the opinion and creating a systems which makes different opinions going towards a purpose, because that's what we talk about. See, my thoughts may be diverse, but my purpose is inclusive in terms of what is that I'm looking at. I think that these are the facets they have to look
Absolutely.
at.
Post-pandemic, there have been a lot of discussion about hybrid working. Do you see it as a challenge or as an opportunity?
So flexibility is because everybody has different perspective of needs they have. So when we talk about hybrid, we are talking about office versus home. If this is the notions of our working, our thinking basically, so this has advantage. This also has disadvantage. Certain sector are very flexible in that approach. Certain sector may not able to do that because your job needs to be present in that systems altogether, because you are part of a system in an office environment. So as of now, maybe some of the sector they have able to create that opportunity to make you work from home or try to look at. Some of the sector are not able to look at. If you are trying to put a holistic basket, there is no holistic solutions to it. But preferentially, we should move towards flexibility. Flexibility should be a part of my cultural process, because that's what we are talking about. Human has different aspirations and need. How can I balance? The key is the balance basically.
Definitely, that's very well answered. Lastly, the topic of your panel discussion was the changing landscape of talent acquisition. What, according to you, is going to be the changing landscape of the talent acquisition in the coming years? Let's say the next 5 to 10 years.
So as I told, skill is perishable. Skill is not permanent. Technology will enable people to take better decisions. Intelligence will be layered in a different formats. And we're talking about ecosystem solutions. We are not talking about individual role solutions. Ecosystem solutions for business competitiveness. So in that scenario, I feel the notion of talent, as I told, who is talent? You need to first identify it. Is a skill, is the will, attitude, or approach, or mix of all these things. I think it's a mix of all those things basically. And how can you take them to a path of success and in a supply chain environment? Because even if we say talent, it is a supply chain environment. Something is sitting outside, something is sitting within the organizations. How can you create the balance, and how technology can solve those balance things for competitive advantage? I think that's the way forward, which I can say.
Great. So, last follow-up question: as technology is prevalent everywhere, in every department, every other field, do you think that human touch is somewhere missing, or will that be something that people are gonna miss in the coming years?
Definitely, business. See, when we talk about a business, it is, as I told, it's for the people and by the people. Business, when the business is about people, technology can be a support. Technology can be an advantage. If I have to kind of connect to my relative going there, technology can help me in different format, by air, by rail, by bus. It can help me to connect my relatives. So human touch, when we're trying to look at from a business perspective, I think the business ecosystem is all about relationship. So technology cannot replace human. Technology can enable human to connect better. So it is a theory of coexistence. Ultimately, it can, when I'm discussing with you all, a technology is supporting to put my thoughts to the larger audience. But it is not replacing me and putting a robot and trying to put foot on those things, right? So I think in that scenario, it's going to be an enabler.
Thank you so much for giving your time and answering with so much of.
Thank you
It's a
so
pleasure
much.
talking.
Thank you.